Congress wrap up campaigns for Monday's polls.
General Officer Commanding Central Command warns civilians with guns on election day will be faced squarely by the military.
Also coming up, Asante Otumfuo Setu II admonishes politicians to prioritize the interests of the country ahead of their own interests.
On a foreign front, U.S. President Donald Trump orders departure of majority of 700 U.S. troops in Somalia. Remember, you can also watch us on DSTV channel 279 and keep the pace up with us also on social media through our pages on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We're talking about you going to look for TV3 Ghana. As you do that, we'll tell you about how the major political parties are wrapping up their campaigns. Our various correspondents have been with them with the last couple of weeks. But first, let's touch base with the MPP Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the rest of his ministers as well as other appointees. They've been addressing Mammoth Rally at Manchagbona right here in Jamestown, Accra. We go to our leading man on the trail, Nana Kweku-Adua, with the latest update. Nana, as far as what you've seen the last couple of weeks and what you've seen today at that Mammoth Rally at Manchagbona, what would you say the atmosphere is like?
In 2007, the health insurance.
Well, I thank you very much. You can hear me well. The atmosphere is electrified. It just completed the rally just ended right now. Well, and you can hear behind me or see behind me what is happening now behind me. A lot of people just moving out of this place. The president just finished speaking. But all of them, everybody who spoke today, just urge the people to go ahead and vote massively for the party. They shouldn't say that their brother is voting or somebody is not voting. So everybody should go out there and vote. Especially, they also spoke about the need for them to ignore the NDC, the propaganda wouldn't work. Especially the president. The president said that the NDC is desperate. The NDC has no message. The NDC is depending on the fabricated and doctored take to win the sympathy of the people for the elections. People should ignore the NDC. They should rather go out there and vote massively. So the message is simple. Go out there and win because I've done well. And I know very well that I will win the elections come Monday. So the president is very optimistic of winning the elections today.
Now, before we let you go, what would you say the extent as well as the enthusiasm of the crowd is, and which of the areas across the country are they coming from to gather at that Manchagbona as we have it?
So the enthusiasm has been very good. The enthusiasm has been great. And these are people from the enclave of the Jamestown and other part of the community. We were expecting that people will come from other constituencies in the Greater Accra region because this is the last rally for the NPP. But these are people who are coming from just around the Jamestown enclave. Other part, just even the nearest or the closest also is the Mantobi area. So these are people within the enclave of the area.
Well, thank you very much, Nana Kweku-Adua. He is currently monitoring that rally by the MPP and the president. Before then, we had other dignitaries, some of the top leadership personalities of the New Patriotic Party addressing the mammoth rally at Manchagbona, right here, Jamestown, Accra. But we also do know that we have a lot of correspondents who have been detailed on the various campaign teams of the leading presidential candidates of the parties who are contesting in this election. That, of course, as your election command center, we will comprehensively be covering. But we also do know that Komla Kluche is monitoring the campaign of John Dramani Mahama of the NDC, but look, we still have to get all the latest updates. Now, Komla, what can you say as far as John Dramani Mahama's wrap-up activities are concerned? Komla? Komla? Well, we seem to be having some difficulties there with that connection of Komla Kluche, who currently is monitoring the wrap-up campaign of the NDC flag bearer John Dramani Mahama. I believe we should get back onto the stream to see whether we can have Komla Kluche. Komla, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Roland.
Now, great. The wrap-up campaign of John Dramani Mahama, the NDC flag bearer, how has it been like for the last 24 hours, you'd say?
Roland, from your shorts, you can see John Mahama is currently addressing a rally at the Anyasu constituency, specifically at the Anya market. John has been reiterating the fact that he has done so much for the country. His records are unmatched. The president and the MPP administration cannot in any way come close even to a quarter of what he has done. Now, I can say that the support base has been re-energized. I mean, from today, he started, he met labor unions today, and then zoomed off to the Ablekuma West constituency. Now, he's in Anyasu constituency. You can see from your shot, he's addressing the crowd. You know, this is what he's been saying just a little while ago. John said that he's been calling on supporters of his party not to be intimidated by the amount of military personnel deployed specifically to the Volta region. He makes the point that go all in your numbers, go and vote and protect the ballot. That's the only way they can change or take the MPP administration out of power. Now, he also warns the people that they should not in any way come in line of the supposed duty the military people or the security people are going to be performing. It is his understanding or from his intelligence that all they are looking for is the people to provoke them and then they make a case out of it to destabilize the peace that will come forward. So he's been encouraging them, go peacefully, go and vote in your numbers a day. From here, John will be going to the Fanko constituency. But the final rally he will be doing will be at the Kalkari Park in Grand Soman. We understand from reports we got that place is already jam-packed. From what we have seen in Nima yesterday or last night, and this dawn when it was in Nima Mamubi, from my understanding, we are told that we have about a double of that in the Karikari Dansuman Park. So that's where he's going to be ending it up. But on the campaign trip today, John has been joined by his children, all of them, 4 of them, his daughter, and then the rest of the boys have joined him to campaign as well as the rest of his team.
Right. Komla Kluche monitoring the wrap-up campaign of the NDC flag bearer. What he has decided to do is to do small community rallies as part of his wrap-up activities, and we all do know that per what the protocol is, today is the last day for campaigning. Tomorrow becomes free. But we also do know that the incumbent president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, flag bearer for the ruling MPP, has gone into this campaign energizing the base of the party, but also arguing that he has done enough over the last 4 years to deserve being retained on the seat. We'll bring you a wrap-up so far of what he has.
The only way we can guarantee the future of Ghana is to remove John Dramani Mahama from power and bring in the NPP to rebuild our country.
For a man credited to be an illustrious politician, the consistency of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to be president had been unwavering. While a member of parliament before 2008, Nana Akufo-Addo took a shot at the presidency to be the flag bearer of the NPP and continued on that journey till he won the elections in 2016.
That I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
Following the easing of coronavirus restrictions, President Akufo-Addo intensified campaigns through sword cutting and commissioning of numerous projects across the country, from the ongoing Pukwasi project, the Obechebi Lamte Interchange project, the food, juice factories and health centers. Nana Akufo-Addo has been consistent in drumming home the message that he has performed better than his opponent in the 2020 presidential elections and has to be retained.
If the job you gave me these past 4 years was satisfactory, then give me another 4 years to continue with the good work.
The campaign attention. The campaign has landed in confusion, misrepresentations, and outright fabrication. That is the campaign of John Dramani Mahama today in Ghana. You cannot go to the presidency of Ghana with lies and fabrications. The Ghanaian people will not allow that to happen.
Going into the elections, he promises further fiscal consolidation, general economic well-being of the citizenry, expansion of the frontiers through roads and general transportation, and proper governance.
And in the camp of the NDC, its flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama, believes that he has done much better and deserves another shot at the presidency.
2016, there was no power cuts or power rationing in 2016.
John Dramani Mahama is credited for his broad policies on building fiscal infrastructure across the country during his 4-year term as president. Born to an experienced politician in 1958, John Dramani Mahama went through the ranks upon entry into politics to be a member of parliament, following that a minister, vice president, and then president. While undertaking visits to various regions over the period, John Mahama has been consistent in promising, among others, free primary health care for all and pay all assembly members when elected.
We will, before the end of 2021, introduce and begin the implementation of a free primary health care plan. The health care plan will guarantee a healthy people and provide a healthy workforce needed to accelerate our development.
John Mahama has said on the campaign trail, the only way to build resilient nations is consolidating infrastructure to resist global shocks.
In our manifesto, We promised to establish a training school in the magazine.
Yeah, the machines now, the diagnostic machine. And not what now the basic car also. Natural when human
This is a game changer.
The NDC flag bearer believes a sustainable and an ever-growing prosperity required the building of a robust social and economic infrastructure, one that is supported through creativity, innovation, and the production of high value-added products and services. Former President John Dramani Mahama goes into the 2020 elections against his main opponent, who has been good at his game while in opposition and now occupies a high office of the executive. Our former ambassador to the Netherlands, Dr. Tony Edu, says the NPP government has managed to conceal corruption with its main policy, the free SHS. Now, speaking on TV3's political show, The Key Point, he says the NPP has higher corruption cases than the previous administration led by John Dramani Mahama. But reacting to his comments, leading member of the NPP, Nana Komia, says corruption is not an issue for the electorate ahead of the polls on Monday.
One of the remarkable things about the NPP campaign has been the extent to which it has managed to obscure the evil deeds, excuse my word, but I have to use it, the evil deeds of the present government with the free SHS issue. Corruption is one of them. The other is managing a government that is essentially chronic capitalism, family and friends. And the other element, the third element, is bad governance.
Dr. Tony Edu makes the point. It is not because somebody is making any effort to obscure corruption. That kind of sentiment, Dr. Tony Edu, with respect, seems to portray the Ghanaian electorate as ignorant. The Ghanaian electorate is very ignorant, and issues that affect them are reflected in what they discuss. So to the extent that they are not discussing corruption, it means that it's not a big issue to them.
If indeed the Auditor General was treated as he was, literally and practically chased out of his office, if what the OSP says is to be believed, there's a whole raft of attempts to deny people the opportunity to speak to matters bordering on corruption. And I heard one of the leading anti-corruption crusaders in the past speak to the fact that in the past, government was making its efforts but allowed other people to help if they were so willing. Can we speak to the same willingness today? There's a good reason why the English dictionary coined the word nepotism. That when there's too much of it, it will certainly breed corruption. And that is what we have.
We seem to be talking about scandals and allegations. We don't seem to have any evidence. Everybody is saying so, oh, family and friends, things are happening, people are chopping and the rest. Where is the evidence? You don't seem to have any evidence to support your claims. And there's nothing concrete even for the media to follow up on. If the media has it, breaking news, I don't see why the media would not want to do their scoops. They would be very, very happy to do that. But the least thing they talk about, scandal, PDS scandal, Japan scandal, so and so scandal. If you are not able to produce the evidence, I'm sorry, then at the end of the day, nobody will take you serious.
And now, the Asante Hill Otumfuo Setu II has admonished politicians to prioritize the interests of the country ahead of their own interests. Otumfuo stated, Ghana is all we have, and safeguarding the peace and tranquility is paramount. He had met with some observers from the European Union when he made the call.
This is about the 8th election. What makes it more interesting this time? That's why maybe there's anxiety, is that there's an incumbent president and there's an one president who lost to the incumbent president, who is also still the incumbent.
Yeah.
And therefore, I believe it's made it more a bit anxious to see who is winning and all that. But I believe strongly that we shall sail through. I'm in touch with both. I've spoken to both. I've spoken to the president. The president was with me. I've spoken to former President Mahama also this morning. I've got all the assurances that everything will be peaceful. All what they are asking for is for the Electoral Commission, which I believe has been very transparent in all its dealings, and therefore I trust that it will go through the same.
Yeah.
The Electoral Commission assures me that they will still continue to be transparent until when they declare finally the result.
Yeah.
What we have also said is that no one party should declare the results. It's the Electoral Commission that has the authority, the final say in that. And therefore we will continue to monitor all through from tomorrow, from Monday after the votes and the vote counting, till the next day before the Electoral Commission announces. We will still monitor to see what happens. And what I've said to both, and that is very clear, that if there's anything untoward, there are processes that we have to follow through. So that if there's a dispute, even at a ward or constituency or something, we have the legal processes to follow through. So.
And the General Officer commanding the Central Command has warned that any civilian found brandishing a gun on election day could be faced squarely by the military. Brigadier General Joseph Afo noted that the military has its ears and eyes on the ground and are adequately prepared to ensure a peaceful poll.
And advise our young guys that Monday, we will not want to see civilians firing weapons in the air. If that happens, it will be too bad for us. Because I will not expect, because my soldiers are fully on ground. And you can imagine a civilian firing a weapon. We have stronger weapons. I don't want to go straight to the point, but I want to advise that, warn them, nobody should be seen brandishing a weapon, firing in the air. It will be too dangerous for you. They are our brothers, our kids. Warn them, advise them. We do not want to see any civilian, young boy, with a weapon firing into the air. It will be dangerous for you. And we have stronger weapons. I want to give this warning. And particularly those who think that they can go around with motorbikes and take ballot boxes. It will be too bad for you. And I think that we should advise them that they should desist from that. If not, it will be dangerous for them. Thank you so much.
And in the Adentan constituency, the NDC parliamentary candidate says he will unseat incumbent NPP MP Yao Boabeng Asamoah, whose achievements he claims hinge on the Municipal Assembly's projects. Mohamed Abu Ramadan, who is contesting the NPP communications director for the second time, attributed his 2016 loss to internal wrangling within his party at the time.
Adentan is a swing constituency, with a seat having been occupied by the NPP in 2004 and 2016 and the NDC in 2008 and 2012. In 2016, when the two candidates contested, MPP's Yao Boabeng Asamoah won the seat from the NDC with 33,952 votes, representing 50.64%, as against Mohamed Adamu Ramadan's 32,588, representing 48.61%. Poor drainage system, road network, water shortage are some challenges residents want duty bearers to act swiftly upon. Mohamed Adamu Ramadan, engaging some disabled persons, asked the electorate to vote massively for the NDC as they have people-centered policies. He said 4 years under the incumbent MP, Yao Boabeng Asamoah has been one with minor infrastructure development.
You're hinging on what Assembly is doing and saying it's yours. I mean, in no time you'll be exposed. So as for Yao Boabeng, I'm sure if MPP had changed candidates and had brought a different candidate, it probably have been a more difficult battle for me, but once it's Yao Boabeng, it would be I won't say an easy ride, but it would be a more comfortable margin of victory for me.
Constituency Communications Officer Chris Courtyard Fiawonu is hopeful with a track record of massive development, constituents will cast their votes for the NDC.
After he won the election, he left after 3 good years, and he came back. When they asked him, he said he was doing the party work, his party work. And the people of Adenta deserve better.
Meanwhile, the Adenta Voter Caucus has met to deliberate on how to canvass votes for the party in their quest to win the December 7 polls. Road infrastructure, support to women, jobs for the teeming youth are some key areas the party wants to tackle in the constituency when given the nod.
Well, we wish Abu Ramadan all the best in his determination to work back the Adentan constituency.
Well, definitely looks quite determined there. But that's where we go for a break. When we come back, we'll bring you all those stories we've been going out for on Mission.
Our job.
No matter what you do, who you are, or where you are, peace comes first.
Remember, peace makes us move.
This is why we need peace before, during, and after this election. Because we have only one Ghana.
Ghana Maima, Abatwa Brenna Drubio, Abatwa Kwana Yakwaya, or Mamba Pabia Chimichre, and Adjunifa Candinia, or Sefata so with your minds. Nana Ekufuado, any MPP, a buy Edens, Sayashon, Kuaba Ghana, I was a 12 so, and Nunti, Edatwada, December 7th, Abatwada, for voters ID card, Nako polling station, Awotuaba, Electoral Commission, and Juma Fuado, Ubefa, Abatwa no Shemu, Nadia Ehia Penny, Oji Abatwa Kata, Edikanoa, Shishanana Ekufuado, and Phony any MPP, a chance with dia or Snuko Krokone Demuno, or Dasoroho, number 1, Afe Nyabotre, Fawonsaka Inc. Nafe Team Adaka, and one and Kufuadum Phony in Chepe, Mr. Wat, and I want Sana Rese, a better Adaka Nimu Pepe, Afe Pawonsana Kakrata, and a Tosuni Tintinimu, Nabuka Mufatu Abatwa Dakanimu, Afe Kwaji Abatwa Krata, a Tosumu, Nafasa Kwaya, so to Abama, the original MPP Dimu, Akomra, Sebe Gem, Ewa Wompeswaso, and also Dasrowa, Nadia Sunujano, and Juan and the Bejina, Abatwo, Yempesa MPP, Ababa Kumpo Bese.
Order number 1, Esroho.
Ashina Lande Samino no, or the IO send with care and a sending in Momo, or sending 1,000 Ghana cedis, and then also near accident in T. IO send with care, or my Bohumi and Sa, your brand of 3,000 Ghana cedis, so I'm finishing the hospital bills. Auntie Grace Bedin and Sour Hospital, a failure in a walk of fee. A science cell or yeah, IO send with care insurance in T. IO, a manisika supporting the hospital bills. A science my men's money and mammy 1,000 cities if I send with care munti. IO money 3,000 cities, and more than any mammy a year she. So person money sikama bush any yeah. Making sure so be you so IO send with care by dialing *170#. Select option 1 and option 3 to send with care. Never will buy.
IO, because you care. I love football. Football can be a dirty game, on or off the pitch. Even when I'm trying to score at a party, stains find a way of tracking me down. But I don't worry at all, because I have Cleansoft. Use new Cleansoft 360 Deep Clean, a unique formula with active ingredients and enzymes that gets rid of all stubborn stains and leaves your clothes smelling wonderful.
Cleansoft, my favorite.
Cleansoft 360 Deep Clean, clean all.
People of Ghana, let us give the NDC and NDP a proper electric shock, a shock they will never recover from. Akoko Koko, electric shock. Number 4 on the ballots. 4!
Prepare and enjoy delicious meals with Pomo tomato mix, which is now enriched with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Available in a new look pack. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Ghana for say agro no be dey fi anopa agro no aso
na asoi ya beto aba December ya to sa papa ni nyina atwene ni asa ankɔhye ase bi sam fie na na ɛda num de ya digya Akufo-Addo ni Bawumia ani MPP fo se no mo se ya hyase kuaye otumpon enwoma so otumpon hospital otumpon akwan adean ni nyina asɔre sikasɛm no so investors ni ade ba mmere bia Ghana-fo ba di tumi ni bɛhyɛ nsɛm no manu puntuo se sikasɛm a ɔbɔ nsɛ manu sɔre sɛ free SHO so sɛ nsu papa yɛ no ehwesirim bia sɛ kuayo hospital healthcare housing akwan papa wo mo yɛ ni nyina na bia yɛ ni nyina dia yɛ nkɔ sesa yɛ nyi tumi no mfiri ho yɛ nsa mfa nkɔ hen fa bio tumi yɛ masɛ sɛ Ghana-fo wo mo yɛ nyina na na do achi nsa ma no kwan yɛ mbɔ na ba so sɛ kwan wɔ so no ɔnkɔ so yɛ dem ase
Welcome back to News 360 live here on TV3. Let's now do Mission. And as always, Mission is supported by Star Ghana Foundation with funding from the UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office as well as the EU. Now, Amasaman in the Greater Accra region is the spotlight on tonight's mission. Both the NDC and NPP parliamentary candidates have declared their intention to improve the quality of health and education in the constituency.
The Amasaman constituency is a swing seat. Residents say they have not received much development in the constituency. Most communities struggle to receive primary health care because CHIPS facilities are not evenly provided. Education also suffers setbacks. Politicians have not done much in this regard. Parliamentary candidates contesting the Amasaman seat have promised to improve the situation if elected. Both the NDC and NPP have presented new faces going into the upcoming polls. Sedem Afenyo had the opportunity to represent the National Democratic Congress after defeating the incumbent MP Ni Okan Lai at the party's primary, while an accountant, Akwasi Afrifa Mensah, is the face of the NPP in the constituency. For the NDC parliamentary candidate, the zeal to improve the welfare of the constituents remains his priority.
I want to also get on board the political table or the political platform to also contribute in the developmental agenda of this country. I want to help in the development of education, health, job creation, whatever they can think of. Every community needs development.
Although new in the political space, he will do everything possible to retain the seat for the NDC.
I think I'm well placed, especially with the political parties ticket I'm standing on. I'm well placed. We've gone for elections so many years, and if there's victory ahead of you, you can see it. So with the three other contestants, I don't think I'm intimidated by any of them.
The mission team followed him on his door-to-door campaign in the Gono electoral area.
I want to get much involved with the people in the community. I want to touch base with the grassroots. I want to engage them more. I would rather prefer listening to them and then bringing on board what they want rather than that top-down approach. Because I realize that a lot of the people complain, after voting for you, we don't see you again. I feel a lot of them want to see much of their leaders. They want to see them closer to them. So I think that is something I will say I will do differently.
He urged the people to vote for the NDC, promising effective leadership and development.
Let's go out there and vote massively for John Dramani Mahama as the next president of this country. and Sedem Apenyo as the next member of parliament for the Amasaman constituency. There's a lot we have to do to help this constituency. I have not been elected yet, but I have a track record. I have supported this community in so many ways. I have helped renovate Chiefs compounds. I have helped build classroom blocks. I have helped community schools, donated classroom desks, photocopier printers to schools. There's a lot to be done.
The new Patriotic Party's parliamentary candidate, Akwasi Mensah Afrifa, who is confident of victory, says he is better placed to make the constituency a haven for all.
On the 7th of December, God willing, I'm going to be elected as the next member of parliament for this constituency.
You're sure about that?
Yes, I've done so well. I've interacted with the people. I don't know, and they have assured me. You see, this constituency has been dominated by the NDC for far too long, and they have taken the constituents for granted for far too long. And now they've seen that, the constituents have seen that there should be a change, and the change must come from the MPP, and I am the person who is going to bring the change to this constituency.
He admitted, although the constituency has education and health infrastructural challenges, the NPP will focus on developing the human capital base of the constituency.
We have a lot of infrastructure challenge over here. That one will be my focus. But besides that, I intend to develop the human capital of this constituency. But that I mean that I have to make sure my constituents are in the tertiary institutions. I have to make sure that those who goes into artisan, they have a sort of work to do. So basically, this is my vision for the constituency. Development of the human capital, the youth especially, those in the education sector and those who go into the artisan and other trades.
But will both candidates be able to deliver on the promises made to constituents?
I think Ghanaians now are discerning. When you lie to them, they know. When you tell the truth, they know. So I wouldn't even take that line at all, because it's wrong for someone to know that what this guy is telling me is a lie.
Whatever I've told you here, I'm going to make sure it's implemented. I'm not saying that as a legislator I'm going to use my money to do that, you understand. But there are basic things that I have to also do to help the living standard of my people, and that is what I've said, that I believe in the development of the human capital, the woman.
Sedem and Afrifa are contesting two other candidates from the National Democratic Party and the Progressive People's Party.
And there you have it from the Amasaman constituency with just 2 days to the poll. That's how we wrap up our mission tonight. As always, mission is brought to you by Star Ghana Foundation with funding from the UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office as well as the EU. Roland?
Oh, definitely. Well, that's a man on a mission. A gentleman there thinks that he can tip his opponents in the NDC. But look, let's look at this. Consolidated Bank Ghana CBG is empowering small and medium-scale enterprises through insightful activities to enable them thrive during and beyond COVID-19. The CBG SMEs Addition Series forms part of the bank's commitment towards facilitating trade. The theme for the maiden event was facilitating trade business during COVID era. Lead speaker and head of trade sales at CBG, Haruna Seidu, outlined support from the bank to minimize risk.
We have various tailor-made financing solutions to help our importers, including the payment of imports and then clearing duty charges, and then one critical one for the sector, which is like the 200,000 collateral-free loan available to the SME, is also based on this kind of understanding of their business challenges. And the bank is open and then ready to assist the sector.
He highlighted how SMEs could leverage on the bank support.
The market women are the focus of this program, and they are the focus of these solutions that the bank has come up with. You'll be surprised to find out that those that we've signed onto this program are mainly from the central market points. SME, like I said, gradually is becoming the heartbeat of the economic growth of this country, and the focus or strategic focus of the bank is to grow with this sector. So clearly we have what it takes, we have the products, we have the resource, and then especially the determination to get into this sector.
He said the CBG SME at this series will shed more light on pertinent issues including taxation and access to free trade opportunities on the African continent, leveraging technology to stay competitive, developing managerial skills, and bookkeeping for business financial health. Consolidated Bank Ghana, with 114 branches across the country, support SMEs across Ghana with well-designed products and services. And we also do have well-designed programming, great content carrying this election coverage for you because we are your election command center. It's why we take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you more.
See, guys, the thing will do all. So give me 4 more. We could do more.
This be what they pour me. 4 more for what?
Must answer the guy. 4 more for what? 4 more to do more for you. 4 more to steal more excavators and our money. Bisabio. Or 4 more to kill Ghanaian businesses.
No!
4 more for family and friends.
4 more for neglected projects.
4 more for Sakawa and broken promises.
Opana, and now 4 more to borrow more with nothing to show. No way.
Hello, 4 more for lawlessness, intolerance, and harassment of the media and the political opponent. I beg you.
You make a Kaisef. What happened to the murders of Ahmed Swali?
What about the members of the Delta Force where they attacked the court for Kumasi?
When them also brutalized innocent citizens for our West Wogon. Even you the one that 4 more.
4 more for more corruption scandals like the PDS, Australian visa fraud scandal, currency fraud scandal, then PPE, don't call me contract for sale by the incompetent clearing agents. 4 more to steal more.
No!
Away! 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 Away!
Vote John Mahama and NDC for jobs and prosperity for all.
Vote Hassan Ayariga, vote number 7 on the 7th of December. Vote Ayariga for transformation and inclusive governance, a data-driven economy, jobs and development. Vote for youth empowerment. Vote Hassan Ayariga.
Shield Paint is loved and trusted for its excellent quality and value for money. And now Shield is giving you even more. New Shield Gloss Paint is UV resistant and reflects light easily, giving it an advantage of maintaining its higher gloss finish for much longer. Loaded with unique properties that block sun rays and prevent fading under Africa's dashing sun. No matter the weather, New Shield Gloss Paint's incomparable protective quality makes it gleam through the years. New Shield Gloss Paint with UV resistance beautifies wooden and metal surfaces, and you're spoiled for choice with over 1,500 colors. New Shield Gloss Paint with UV resistance, another quality Azar product from Azar Group since 1921.
Guys, the thing will do all. So give me 4 more. We could do more.
This be what they pour me. 4 more for what?
Must answer the guy. 4 more for what? 4 more to do more for you. 4 more to steal more excavators and our money. Bisabio. Or 4 more to kill Ghanaian businesses.
No!
4 more for family and friends.
4 more for neglected projects.
4 more for Sakawa and broken promises.
Opana, and now 4 more to borrow more with nothing to show. No way.
Hello, 4 more for lawlessness, intolerance, and harassment of the media and the political opponent. I beg you.
You make a Kaisef. What happened to the murders of Ahmed Swali?
What about the members of the Delta Force where they attacked the court for Kumasi?
When them also brutalized innocent citizens for our West Wogon. Even you the one that 4 more.
4 more for more corruption scandals like the PDS, Australian visa fraud scandal, currency fraud scandal, then PPE, don't call me contract for sale by the incompetent clearing agents. 4 more to steal more.
No!
Away! Away!
Vote John Mahama and NDC for jobs and prosperity for all.
The NDC's People's Manifesto. It be top one. See, bro, you know, say, me as a day, me now they do my hustles 1 and 2, they get money, they take settle my school fees. But right now, John Mahama say, Chemupe, which means the NDC Bahama-led government will pay 50% of school fees for all tertiary students in the universities, polytechnics, college of education, nursing training schools, and so on.
Charlie, John Mahama be visionary. Chimpe go ease pressure for parents and students them at all pound. The moment they freak me with the increase of the student loan to meet the needs of the students, and it will be paid on time. You know, see after John Mahama increased the student loan 2,600 in 2016. Oh, Panano at cap press since 2017.
Oh yeah, I be here say John Mahama say he go cancel the guarantor requirement. So say students will access the loan without the need for a guarantor.
Oh, as for that move there, Mama force wow. What they finish me be say, John Mama say he go bring back the student loan plus scheme. This scheme will allow students who get admission to tertiary schools to apply for loan even before them go school.
Charlie, John Mahama do all. This trip, I go be free from hassling to pay my school fees. I go have time to study brutal and top my class. Any challenger?
No challenger. My guy. Sempe.
Vote John Mahama and NDC for jobs and prosperity for all.
It is brought to you by Sasol Insecticide Spray and Coil.
Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG.
Hi, good evening. Time now to do sports here on News 360. My name is Yao Ofosula. Now, the CAF Champions League game between Ghanaian Giants Asante